that river you're talking about, you have the one picture where you're standing on this rock with your hands out, and there's like water beneath you.
Yeah.
Is it that river or a different one?
Yeah. No. That's the King River. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
So, and it was, well, I don't know if that one I was played there was the exact one, but I've got several of them that I just use from time to time. Just turn it on, just when I'm in the room here doing something else, and just listening to the river. It's very calming, very soothing.
Yeah. And it's funny because it translates you to that place. So even as you're listening, your body is no longer physically in your recliner, in your chair. You're at the river.
Yes, that's right. That's right. You see, that's what I used many years ago to practice being able to not be here and yet be here.
Mm-hmm.
And it worked perfect. It's just that you are in charge. You just have to take charge of yourself to keep yourself in a particular concentration of what you're really desiring to accomplish. And you can do so very simply if you just stay with it long enough, patient enough. You see, that was my big problem, just being patient long enough to actually get the benefit for what I was doing. And I did. After a long, like I'm still thinking about the girl who did that in a year.
Absolutely. You know what? And I find it's not just your issue, it's my issue. It's 99.9% of the population's issue is patience. We won't, because everything is done in a microwave. And we want spirituality in a microwave.
Absolutely. Ding, ding, ding.
Absolutely. Yes.
Ding dong. It really gets crazy, doesn't it?
It does. It does.
That being in the world but not of the world is very difficult because you have this body. But I don't know, do people realize that the mother and father only got you a suit to wear?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I've said that before, and they're going, oh.
Well, we think with the suit, the attitudes, the dispositions, the states, that's why we think that they're fixed, because of the suit. But what we don't realize is that we can put a different attitude within that suit, a different disposition within that suit, and it's not fixed. Just because the suit doesn't change, except get older, it doesn't mean that the attitude has to remain the same.
I saw this little dog on television, and he had lost his back legs, and he had two little wheels on a thing that was attached to his body, and he went about with the same look, attitude that he did when he had all his legs.
Yeah.
You see, to him, that's what is right now. Not what was, that's what is right now.
Yeah.
And that's the way he goes with it. We could learn something from that, couldn't we?
I agree. I love that analogy of the little dog. Animals are in the moment. They're not looking back at, what happened to me 5 minutes ago. My dog could have experienced a mishap, and I can get on her and say, don't do that. And the next moment, it's like nothing happened, because they don't hold on to what we hold on to as human beings.
The only thing they have memory for is, where do I eat?
Maybe we need to get there. Where do we eat?
That's it.
The funny thing is, if we did, it would take us back to Father.
Attitude. That's all it is we have to do. We just have to check our own attitudes. Just be honest enough with yourself. See, that was what was really hard for me. Not so much, the patience also, but just being honest with yourself. That's really a challenge. Yeah. And it got nothing to do about morality.
No. No. And sometimes we've lived the lie for so long, we even believe that we're being honest with ourselves until we're shown the mirror and we see that there's food on our face.
Do you know, that's the reason why they don't take a lie detector test in the court. See, because the person taking the test, he actually believes, even if it's false, he believed it.
Absolutely.
So it would show up as a positive, see.
Absolutely.
And could actually be a negative. But, see, that's why they won't accept it in court. And that's the reason why the guy operating the machine should also be a psychiatrist also.
Yeah.
You know, the thing of it is, it's okay. It's okay that you're not here forever in this environment, in this particular environment, because it would get kind of boring, wouldn't it?
It would. Forever's a long time.
The things that people really want, the millionaires get, they have everything they want, and they don't even use it. I mean, they don't use it. They don't even spend it.
Some of them can't. I mean, some people have so much money, there's nowhere in the world that they'll be able to spend it all. But the other thing that they find is that the happiness they thought the money was going to bring them, they're still miserable.
Absolutely. Thank you. That was exactly the point, and that's it. If it doesn't make you happy, it doesn't matter if you got it or don't.
Yeah.
I mean, if look, you can sit in silence and make yourself happy in a moment.
Yes.
And get in the habit of it, and then it acts almost automatic, doesn't it?
It does. And I'm glad that you said that because, a lot of times we think that the happiness is based on the perfect health, the perfect relationship, more money. And we get those things, and many people discover that they're more miserable with the things that they thought was going to bring them happiness than before they had it.
Absolutely. I mean, it's in what it is you allow yourself to entertain yourself with. That's what makes up your world of experiencing, because that's what you focus on, and you'll focus on it for hours at a time sometimes, and you're programming yourself, aren't you? Isn't that exactly what you're doing? You're programming yourself into a negative or into a positive if they happen to have one.
It's true.
I'm not really trying to be a cynic.
No, it's what it is. I mean, I think that many people need to understand how mind works and that they're in control, not the world without.
Yeah, that's it. They're in control even if they're out of control.
Yes.
See, that's the problem, because all they've been experiencing so far is being out of control, and they're actually in control even if they're out of control. So you're always on. See, that's it. You're in control out with every word. I know that sounds incredibly impossible to watch every word, and it is. And that's the reason why we're all forgiven by grace, because there's no way that you're going to block it out completely. It's like robocalls. That's it, isn't it?
It is. And the thing is, as you often say, but more is better.
Just being more aware, that's all there is to it.
Yeah.
Simple as that. If you're just aware of what you're talking to yourself about, you know where you're going, you know what you're going to experience, and you know you can be happy if it started out that way when you were sitting in the contemplation and meditation, isn't it?
It is. Absolutely.
You're in charge. Just hang in there and take charge. Okay.
All right, sir. Like always, been a pleasure.
Oh, yeah, it always is. Talk to you later.
Talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.